nights. And here's that excellent puck movement we often see from the Canadian teams as they create another chance in front, waving at it, Real getting it out of the zone is Kaminski, all the way to the Ranger end. Rangers.
Ex-Kitchener Rangers of the OHL, Jason Spezza, cup of coffee there that I pretty sure. Mike Richards of the Philadelphia Flyers captain, if you remember him, and Derek Roy of the Buffalo Sabres, who had a great career in Kitchener of the OHL.
Very good. And these juniors mini teams here that we'll be facing, because we get the Greyhounds tomorrow.
I know, so not Tyler Kennedy.
And the Marlies, an AHL little team.
Tyler Kennedy will have money on the board, I'm told, as he's
from
a
Greyhound?
Sault Ste. Marie and played for Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh, no.
Did Jeff Carter.
Is that different than Sioux Greyhounds, or is that the same?
The Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, the Sioux Greyhounds, that's where they are.
Okay.
Sault Ste. Marie. And Trevor Daly played there. Jeff Carter played
Trevor's
there from
actually
London.
in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, for
he was training camp. I saw him at the USHL event.
Yeah,
got
great
to say
seeing
hi
him.
to Trevor.
Fantastic guy.
Oh, a beauty.
Great person.
A 10 out of 10.
Yeah, great person, and found a career with the Penguins post-career. A great career he had, too. One of the more smooth skating defensemen in the NHL.
Here's Ofterhide working the break out, a turnover off the wall. It'll be defended well by Carter, and the Pens are back out.
And that's where Hartman gets, as a winger, just down a little too low. I notice he gets sucked down. If he's a little higher and can make that play, it's a little easier to hit that centerman in those little soft areas.
As Brody Carter tries to play a little dump and chase, it'll be controlled by the Rangers. The Rangers are in white today with the Ranger from right shoulder to left hip. They've got the red pants with blue and white stripes, white socks with blue and red stripes, and the red gin and juice, which we listened to on the way here. One of my great messages of all time. Traffic might be bad, but 90s hip hop is amazing. We were listening to Gin and Juice on the way here, and that's the jerseys they wear. The black jerseys with Pittsburgh from right shoulder to left hip. Black delete helmets as the Pens work.
Oh, here he is. He's Paris right in the slot. Good cycle play. We saw the
and just tap it in, Happy. It's Luca Filiaggi, forehand, backhand. Lead 1-0.
And that started behind the Penguins net, Jeremy. A great little exchange down low. Was unsure about it. It was kind of like a weird reverse to be brought out with speed right away. And I think it was Starr who kind of held onto the puck with Armstrong and Filiaggi and Paris in 3 straight across, and just kind of held on and waited for it. And it was either Armstrong or Filiaggi. They were both in behind and both got gone. And cross-ice pass all the way down. A great finish, great move by Filiaggi. And that's a first goal of the game that they needed. They had some consistent pressure here the last 5 minutes or so. And nice to break through.
There's the Warrior Villela. And I want to say, I got a chance to meet maybe Cine TV's biggest fan today, Frank Villela.
Oh my gosh, is he not?
Oh, he sent an email.
I think we're in his will. I'm just saying.
We might be.
I've never been hugged so lovingly than Mr. Frank Villela.
Well, we'll have to talk to Mel about that. But anyway.
No, that's how good the hug was. He's an amazing human being.
And he's decked out in Cine TV gear. Head to toe Cine TV
great
gear.
Guy.
What an absolute 10 out of 10.
You can see where it gets in the Villela family, and just a charming, polite, everything you'd think of when you think of Villela. So it's great that they made the trip.
As Wu cuts to the middle, power move to the corner. He'll loft it back to Ofty. Ofty back to the Wu. Wu in front for Evans. His one-timer blocked by a stick.
I like that look of that play, though. That's great movement, great plays. Guys in soft spots.
Eyes up. I love it. Here's Ofterhide at center. He'll find Real this time. Ofterhide, the waiter right now, just serving up dishes as Real drives in. He tries to fire one, but he's unable to connect, so it'll come all the way around where he's obviously on the puck. He'll leave it for Ofterhide, gets it taken in the corner, but the Pens forecheck disrupting things at center for Ofterhide to get back in the play.
Whoa!
As he takes out Evans with a sliding, I don't know 100% know what that was. Real will pick it up behind the cage. He tries to go around one. It's knocked off of his stick. He'll pick it up at center. The puck just finds him sometimes as he dives to the inside. Shot in on net. Covered up. It's not Loftus in net, actually. There must be another Rangers team in the Ontario region because Owen Loftus plays for them, and he's 7'4". This is not turning around. That goalie's last name was not Loftus from this distance. So I've been calling him Owen Loftus. I've been wrong.
Oh, I
as
like
wrong
that.
can
I
be.
like that.
One-timer off the face-off by the
love
fine
that.
wine.
Face off, just on your toes, ready to jump on loose pucks and no thoughts. It's in the middle of the ice. He just pounds it through. It could hit anything.
I hear Merlot goes well with a nice brie or a cheddar, maybe a top cheddar. Maybe we see that later on today.
I'd love to see him strike offensively a little bit more. We, of course, applaud and go on about his defensive ability, shot blocking, body positioning, skating, compete level off the charts. And
not to mention his breakfast of pucks.
Oh,
and pucks.
The rubber
and
man.
more pucks.
The rubber man, as we like to call him. Here he is making a strong play once again. See how he's not afraid. He just gets his body in on there. Of course, David started the year not with the team. He was injured and has worked his way back and looks really
good.
He's
at peak form right now. So that's good news for the other injured Penguin, Carter Schub, who I know is tuned in right now. Carter, we miss you, buddy. It was good to see you in the red non-contact this week. And rumor has it, if all things go well, we may see 1-8 back in the black and gold here soon. An upper body injury as he recovers from that under the care of some phenomenal doctors. He'll be back to us soon enough as Brody Carter spins around at center, dumps it in. The Pens will look for a line change. It's all 5 flightless birds off and a new set of 5 on. Dumped in by the Rangers. It'll be Starr, the first one to it. He goes heavy off the boards. Wu back into the zone to pick it up. He and Paris up through center as they try for Armstrong. It eludes the stick, and the Rangers come back the other way. Off the glove of 24, Paris up to the Ranger blue line. They'll try the left wing side right as you look at it on your screen from our unique vantage point here at Viking Arena. That horn tells you one thing, Colby. That's the end of period number 1 as your Penguins lead 1-0 if this was a tennis match. What have we seen so far?
This was the same as the first period in game 1 against London.
No, we were 1-1.
Was it 1-1? It's a close game nonetheless, and I think it's going to be like that with all these teams. You can see the defensive awareness by London crashing down to the net in their own zone makes it tough to create real good opportunities. But what we did real well last game and even this game and it led to our first goal, Filiaggi, our transition game and speed and playing fast and attacking off the rush with numbers. And we'll see if the Penguins can continue to break through. And I've even liked the cycle plays, like the D getting involved down the wall, using each other, because we've seen it and we've seen them working on it, right? And then you see them implement it in a game. I know the barbecue that we had in between games, there's a lot of chatter of from all us hockey geniuses, the dads, talking about all the good things that we're seeing that they're implementing and all the things that they're working on and doing.
Well, there's one hockey genius here, and it's me.
As 8 hockey geniuses walk by us right now.
As the flight of the Condors, we're going to do a documentary on the flight of the dads.
Top of the list.
From one side to the other, and Nancy. Nancy and the dads.
There's Nancy, of course. Nancy will be there. She watches her son. A goal. Seeing as the period ended, we're waiting for Tino had to go off.
And now he's gone right to the ice. From the locker room to the ice.
Like, you're playing. He's like, I am.
He's like, what are we playing? Is this curling? No. It's hockey night in Detroit right now as the Rangers have the puck behind the Penguins' net. Yeah, that's definitely not Loftus. Who is that? Conkery? Big goaltender.
Cochran.
Like number 1.
He's taller than me.
As Filiaggi comes away with the puck. He delays along the boards. He tries for Brody Carter. A lot of lefties here as Evans centering Carter and Filiaggi. Well, Filiaggi the righty, but Penguins will try to work it out of their zone as Villela tried to break out the left wing side right as you watch it on Cine TV. The Penguins will reverse to the other side, and we're up the right wing side this time before the Rangers reverse it back into the Penguins' end. Penguins will try to regroup there. Immediate pressure from the boys in white. Turns the puck over. Here's Evans with some speed to Filiaggi. Filiaggi will dump it in. Evans will be the first one on it. with speed. Evans all by himself. All by myself. In the corner he goes as he battles. It's over to Reel. His shot off the goaltender. His centering pass off of a Ranger defender. He'll battle along the boards behind. Hartman, now Paris following on. And the twinkling lights will carry it around behind. Taken away by the Rangers, forced up the wall and back out to center. It'll be Dylan Hartman to the puck for the Penguins as they look to regroup at center. Over to Julius, his tap pass, he fans on it. It's wedged up the wall. Here's Julius again. He'll play it back to his partner Ofterheid. He twists in his own end. Back to Julius. Julius over the red line, now the blue as he gains the zone in the Ranger end. Penguins leading 1-0 as Julius gets to the corner. Covering the D is Hartman as Paris works in the corner. Paris has it swiped away from him. Reel there to pressure, and back come the Rangers. It's Julius defending. The Rangers dump it all the way behind the Penguins net. The Penguins net guarded by number 29, Preston Bowie. Clutter. And by the way, folks, we do not have access to the chat right now. We're trying like heck to get it. So I'm sure Nini's checking in from Italy as she watches the game.
Oh.
Her favorite goalie in net for the Penguins right now as the Rangers come back 3-on-2. And danger here for the boys in black. Good back pressure as the Rangers get control. They can't get it. And out comes Reel all alone. He's in onside.
Wow.
And crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery fudge nuggets. It's Jack Reel with an absolute snipe on a breakaway.
I thought you were going to say piss missile for a second.
That's only for Jake Starr.
Is that
Jake
for
Starr's
Star's?
piss missile.
And it was just a matter if Armstrong could get the puck to Reel, because the anticipation, we've seen him when it's time to go, he's gone out of his defensive zone on a quick turnover. Armstrong bunts it up to him, and it was coming right in your living room right here in this end zone. Head up all the way in, picked his spot over the big man, Cochran. And I think it hit the croast and banged around in there, and 2-0 lead right now. The Penguins look to separate a little further here.
What's the worst lead in hockey, Colby?
Oh.
2-goal lead, right?
That's what they say.
Penn's got to work. Penn's got to keep working here. As the Rangers have it in the Penguins' end. It'll be banked off the boards by Evans. Followed on by Wu. Wu with speed into the offensive zone. Armstrong with the center drive. Evans to the high slot. Wu with the short side shot. But he gathers his own rebound. His feed to the point off of a stick. Starr will dump it back into the corner for Wu. The power forward for the Penguins to the outside for Armstrong. He tries to center it to Evans. It's broken up nicely by the Ranger defense and sent back to the Penguin end. Second period action as we're inside of 12 minutes. Penguins with a 2-love lead. Armstrong will deflect it all the way into the Ranger end where they will look to pick the puck up. Penguins get 5 fresh legs on the ice. Brody Carter in on the forecheck as the Rangers come up the left wing side. Forcing it to the middle where Starr defends. He gets it out to Filiaggi. Filiaggi with 2 big quick crossovers as he drives in. Offensive zone tapped aside by the Ranger defense to the corner. Followed on by Carter, brought back by the Rangers. The Rangers up through center as Kitchener gets it all the way back to the Penguin line before it's gathered in by Villela. Immediate pressure from the white shirts as they free the puck up to the corner for Paris.
Hey.
Paris to fit to Villela.
He's gone. He's gone if you can get him.
Vilella's looking for Filiaggi. It's off the stick to the corner. Faking 3 different times on the way to the corner. Hopefully you saw that.
7.
Trevor Edwards.
7 different kinds of smoke.
As the Penguins will go off sides at the blue line.
I almost expected him to completely vanish into midair.
And
I also, my popcorn's on fire. As he dropped a spark off of those quick turns into my popcorn.
We'll throw some snow on it and get Colby's popcorn back
Just
under
not
control.
the yellow snow,
Evans
Jeremy.
wins the draw to Reel, who drives in.
There it is.
In front for Hartman, whose one-timer stopped.
Oh.
And the Rangers clear the crease.
Good ring in front, and Cochran wasn't able to smother it.
Got Evans to the dot. He'll win it back to Julius. Julius in front, deflected by Evans. Comes free to Reel. His deflected shot is covered up.
I get a kick out of the old deflections in this age group because it's like after they deflect it, there just isn't enough mustard to really get it through the rest of the way.
Speaking of mustard, how about the barbecue? Or not
Unbelievable.
barbecue, cookout. You called it a
I
barbecue
call it a
earlier.
barbecue. It's Canadian.
No, it's a cookout.
It's a Canadian. I
No,
believe we
it's a
have a
cookout.
Canadian person here.
No, it's a cookout.
Next to us, a
You know
father
why?
off
No.
Kitchener.
No, here's why.
Canada barbecue,
No.
America grilling or cooking out.
Yeah, but no, America has barbecue.
I know.
Barbecue is when you low slow over some smoke.
Yeah.
I've
Brisket.
hosted barbecue. Brisket,
Okay, I
ribs.
understand, yep.
That's barbecue. Cookout is when you cook something you cook inside, like grilled chicken and burgers, and you take it outside to the grill. That's a cookout. Or in Pittsburgh, a cookout.
Smoking is the
No.
barbecue that we would call.
Barbecue is an American thing, and Canadians can't have it. No, Canadians
that's
can't
what we
have
do.
it. I don't care what you.
Made by a fellow Canadian over here. Barbecuing's barbecuing. The other stuff that you would call barbecue down here, we call it smoking.
Well, you're wrong. Aaron Franklin will tell you.
Agree to disagree.
The great Aaron Franklin from Texas has books about it, and it's not called Smoking My Meat. That's a different book that you cannot find at a Borders bookstore.
You may be able
And
to
I don't
find
think
it at-
Borders bookstore even exists anymore. What is it now?
Indigo. Yeah.
It's a barbecue. It's not Texas smoke.
If you want to get fan interaction at a youth hockey game, just start talking about cooking out, smoking, and barbecuing, as we are entrenched in debate now with hockey dads looking to wet their whistle and crush burgers post game.
But we did have a nice cookout.
Unbelievable.
Cookout.
Chicken was cooked
Pittsburgh East
phenomenally.
cookout. As Armstrong fires one in, that's stopped by the Ranger netminder. And my father-in-law is having a heart attack right now, irritated with us for not talking about the game. Kaminsky's shots blocked, and here come the Rangers. It's a 2-on-1 defended by the fine wine. And there's the leather of 29, Preston Bowie Clutter, Nini's favorite player with a big save.
I'm staying up, staying out in front. We've seen him flash it a few times this year. A great opportunity for Kitchener off a block shot, going the other way, 2-on-1. A big save to keep this score 2-0.
The Rangers try to set up in the Penguins' end. A shot comes in off the blocker of the gold-padded Clutter. Evans will get to it in the corner. Evans and Paris, the centers here in the second period. And there's Filiaggi, a snap pass to Carter. In front for Filiaggi, following on is Evans to the crease where it's covered.
Cochran pounces on it in front like a Great Dane on a tennis ball. 6'7" Cochran. Monster between the pipe for Kitchener.
His hips are above the net.
I love seeing kids like that. And he couldn't have picked a better position being that tall, too, as you see most goaltenders. A few under 6 feet in the NHL, but he looks like he's going to probably max out height-wise here. Cochran at 9 feet tall, if I had to guess.
And I'm right now getting chirped by my own mother about singing on the air, and that I am no longer allowed
She's
to do
having
it.
PTSD, I imagine.
Here come the Penguins. It's Filiaggi. He's got Carter driving. He'll feed it across. It's off skates and loose in front to be pounced on by the Great Dane.
What a great nickname for Cochran. Maybe we could start push that into the Kitchener Rangers system. T-shirts, merch, the Great Dane, Cochran.
Merch. Talk about merch. Head to toe Frankie Villela, buddy. Cine TV boxer shorts, I think, under there.
We're getting the word spread. We've got a Kitchener father down here, and
oh, there's a shot by Paris that just misses the corner. Julius keeps it in. The Rangers retreat it out all the way to center ice, where we get a hand pass and a stop
I
and
should
play.
mention the merch, actually. Cine Swirl, what is it, .com/merch?
CineTV.com, and
Oh,
up
I
at the
should
top
know
of
this.
the website, there's a merchandise store. Click on that. You can find all your Cine TV merchandise
I
here.
think the toques or winter hats are going to be a massive favorite. I know we always bring that up, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention, of course, the new quarter zips from CCM that are now
Q-zips.
launched. Unbelievable look, simple, clean, comfortable, great material, and of course, branded with that cinnamon bun that's become so popular in this
I hear
Penguins
Spirit
team.
Halloween is working on a Cine TV Cine costume for the Halloween season in October. But we'll let you know if that contract comes to fruition.
Stay tuned for the Cine calendar where it'll be
Mostly me eating hot dogs.
you and a body painting edition of Cinnamon Swirl logo portraits.
It's mostly just me holding up the sign and people realizing, like, oh my God, you look like the logo. And that's not good.
It's awesome.
Real winds in. He goes, the backhand is shot in. Deflected to the corner by the netminder in white. The Rangers to the puck behind Wu with immediate pressure.
Wu's off the bench. He's fresh. And I'll tell you, if you get into battles down there like that with him, when he comes off the bench fresh, it's more than likely his puck.
As I have no idea what the lines are right now, because Reel and Armstrong are out with Wu, and usually Paris at center right now. In second period, as we get to the 5.5-minute mark.
I think we're going to see Cameron,
Goes
Wu,
out for
Armstrong.
So it's Armstrong, Evans, Reel, Armstrong to the biscuit. Armstrong will carry it behind the net. Evans behind him looking for the cycle play. Nice fake by Army. Army all the way to the top of the zone. He's talking. You can hear him from here, Colby. That's what you want to see as Cruz makes the Cruz Armstrong 500 a full lap around the offensive zone.
He looked like Kaprizov.
He'll get it back to Merlot, who finds Wu, who tries for Evans, and it's out to center where Merlot's under pressure. He's able to use the big body to protect the puck and break free.
Here he goes.
The big man in, looking, centering. There's Evans, who just can't get to the puck. As it's the Rangers getting to it and carrying it up the right wing side. Shot in, blockered out by Clutter. I think that's Filiaggi with it. It skates into a bit of trouble. It's a turnover and the Rangers in action. A one-time blast from the blue line. Blocked by the Penguins defense.
Oh, I
There's
like
Wu,
that.
a nice play. Here comes Star. Star off the boards. He's looking for Filiaggi. He just can't get him.
That's where we need shovel people out there shoveling in front of the benches.
This ice surface is absolutely atrocious.
If you skate down here by the Zamboni entrance, there's a 5-inch dip in the ice. You literally might blow your entire leg off.
As Evans gets a centering feed, just sent screaming wide by Filiaggi. ACLs are apparently not important in the city of Detroit. Ask their football team, who hasn't won a game since the early 80s. As Filiaggi battles to the corner, it'll be Carter supporting, coming away with it. Brody Carter with a dandy of a game earlier today. It's knocked off of his stick back to Jake Starr, and it's banked into the Penguins zone past Villela by the Rangers. The Rangers, immediate pressure. Look at the forecheck by the pitcher. Fantastic. But a better pass, outlet pass here by the Pens as Filiaggi will challenge 1-on-2. He'll go to the corner against Butler. Butler
wins that
ties
puck.
up Filiaggi, but he's able to get it to Paris. Back come the Rangers, though. Number 7 up the left wing side. Defended by Starr all the way behind the cage for Villela, supported by Paris.
There are bodies all over the place, and I believe a Kitchener player down injured now. But Armstrong down injured. We have a Kitchener player now down in the same spot that Armstrong was in the first period. Filiaggi limping off from a crash in the corner here. These kids are laying it all on the line because they know that they're being broadcast on Cine Swirl, and that is always huge.
And
all
again,
eyes
I've lost
on.
the feed. I know Nini checked in. I'm sure Grammy Stetz
Are
checked
we talking to ourselves again?
in. Even though, no, I think we're live.
We're
I
on,
just can't
but
get
we're
it.
not on.
I think we're on, but I just can't get it in the ring. We have no replay available, and I have no chat.
Oh,
It's my iPad that's the issue, not the stream at home. I think all of you are getting us loud and clear as Nick Paris in the truck. And when I say in the truck, I took a picture. We're going to post on social media. So if you're not following us on Facebook or Twitter, you're not going to see it. But Nick Paris actually has a Cine van backed up to the back door. And I'm not joking. I will post the picture later. You will see.
the van has a
that we
teardrop window, which is kind of concerning, but nonetheless, he has a van.
And it's backed up there. I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of satellite dishes on top. But there may be a mini one magnetically implanted on the door outside.
Cine Swirl logo emblazoned over top of an old paint job of a dragon and a woman in the Galactics with a laser gun pointing it directly into the heavens.
As Real forechecks here, he's supported by Hartman. The Rangers go the other way. It's the left wing side. They'll cut into the Penguins' end. Back checking Evans, frees it up. Ofterhide dislodges the puck, and the Penguins put it back out to center. The Rangers regroup there, a D-to-D play to reverse the attack angle as they come into the offensive end. Defended by somebody in black, Julius, all right. Up for Real. Real goes heavy off the boards. There's Hartman to break the play up, but the Rangers get control. Butler with control in front of the Ranger end. He'll get to the red line and we'll do a little dump and change action. And behind is Ofterhide for the Penguins. He'll stop and start and twist the other direction. Falling down on the play is the Penguin defenseman, Evans.